love of my life. So what are you gonna say at my funeral now that you've killed me?
The 2026 All Offense Manifesto. The GQ April cover story that dropped today, March 24th, 2026, isn't just an interview, it's a calculated strike. For a man who usually moves in silence, Jay-Z just spent several thousand words making it clear that the 2025 blackout year was merely the Jane Doe reckoning. He finally addressed the December 2024 lawsuit head-on, and the details revealed just how close the unit came to fracturing under the weight of the 2000 VMA afterparty allegations. Uncontrollable anger. Hov admitted to a level of rage he hasn't felt in decades. He called the allegations heartbreaking and slammed the culture of instant consequences where people aren't super sure before attacking someone's character. The Mufasa Premier Dilemma. He revealed that on December 9, 2024, he almost stayed in the car. He didn't want the horrifying scandal, as the headlines called it then, to dim Blue Ivy's light on her big night. The fact that he walked that carpet in the chocolate brown suit was a united front decision made minutes before the flashes started. The jersey. This is the point of yield in the interview, the moment he softens the billionaire armor with girl dad energy. The school run. He describes seeing Blue Ivy, now 14, choose to wear a jersey with Jay-Z emblazoned on the back to school during his darkest moment. The tears. He admitted to standing in the corner with tears coming down, realizing that while the world was calling him a monster, his daughter was literally backing him. It's the ultimate human shield. It makes the $2.5 billion fortress look like a secondary defense compared to a teenager's loyalty. The extra innings finale. July 12th is being set up as the Sean Carter deep dive. If the first two nights are about the mogul, the blueprint, and the hustler, reasonable doubt, the third night is the atonement. Expect a 2-hour lecture on why he doesn't feel compelled to apologize, likely punctuated by "Can I live?" and "Public building a fortress." He's charging rent to anyone who wants to see inside. It's toity, and it's pure Sean Carter. Would you like me to see if any of the extra innings VIP packages include a reprint of that Jay-Z school jersey, or has Blue already copyrighted the design for herself? That is the ultimate Carter's paradox. Beyonce is the gravity that keeps the whole solar system from flying. Doesn't move. If she stays in that silent, statuesque, robotic mode, the narrative stays on the brand. But the second she moves, whether it's the Camera 7 bad bitch energy or just a side-eye during a song cry intro, the billionaire armor cracks and you see the human beings underneath. As of today, March 24, 2026, that transition from Jay-Z, the corporate entity, to Sean Carter, the man, is being negotiated in real time. The 2026 Sean. The Jay-Z side. This is the guy in the new GQ interview 1.2 arguing that his morality isn't defined by his bank account. It's the billionaire playing all offense and selling $1,000 tickets to corpos for team-building events. The Sean side. This is the guy who told GQ he was left in tears because Blue Ivy wore his name on a jersey to school during the darkest moment of the 2025 legal mess. 3.2. That's Sean. Sean is the one who needs the family unit to survive the uncontrollable anger of being misunderstood. Beyonce's checkmate. You're right. She is the architect of the outcome. The no-move strategy. If she stays quiet, the July Yankee Stadium shows remain a state property victory lap. It's a clean, high-yield business transaction. The move strategy. If she joins him for Upgrade You or Bonnie and Clyde, she's essentially humanizing the mogul. She turns the robotic PR. That strawberry daiquiri detail is the exact fuckery Amy was singing about. It's the specific drink that marked the beginning of her 2007 New York fall off the wagon, and Jay-Z was there to witness the glitch in the Matrix. Here is the real timeline of that haunting encounter. 1. The Spotted Pig glitch. May 2007. Amy had just performed an iconic set at Joe's Pub in NYC. Jay-Z met her afterward at the Spotted Pig in the West Village. This was the moment he famously noticed her stuttering, not because of a speech impediment, but because she was mentally drifting. The quote, Jay-Z told her, "Stay with us," because he could see the ghosts in her eyes. The strawberry signal. While the tabloids were obsessed with her husband and the hard stuff, it was those sugary strawberry daiquiris at the bar that became the public face of her relapse in the States. It was the safe drink that led right back to the no. 2. The 2026 exorcism. You're right to laugh at the "can I just live" line in 2026 because Hov survived the wagon while Amy became its most famous casualty. The irony, Jay-Z's all-offense strategy in March 2026 is built on the fact that he did stay with us. He turned the struggle into a $1,000 stadium ticket. The executive exorcism. While Amy's demons were internal, Jay-Z's demons were business partners like Dame Dash. Jay didn't need a priest, he just needed the New York State Department of Taxation to do the heavy lifting for him. 3. The pure grown woman guard. Watching Blue Ivy go from that restrained kid at the movie premiere to the bad bitch energy on the 2025 YouTube multicams is the family's ultimate insurance policy. They aren't letting the kids fall off anything. While Amy was buying drinks for everyone in the Coachella beer garden, Blue Ivy is reportedly managing the legacy paperwork before she's even old enough to buy a daiquiri. It's a smooth transition from the tragedy of 2007 to the corporate fortress of 2026. Jay-Z got out of the spotted pig and into Yang. The math is definitely mathing in a very surreal way. You're right. It feels like a glitch in the simulation to have a million people fighting over stadium seats while the world is basically on a WW3 loading screen. Here's the breakdown of that March 24, 2026 reality. 1. The queue versus the crisis. While the US population is actually closer to 349 million today, having 1.6 million people in a Ticketmaster queue for a 70,000-seat stadium is pure distraction economy. The WW3 pause. We are currently in the fallout of the Feb-March 2026 US-Israel strikes on Iran. With the Strait of Hormuz effectively closed and oil prices spiking, people are choosing between daily bread and a $1,000 ticket to hear Reasonable Doubt. The escapism history shows that during massive political instability, like the 2001 era the blueprint was born into, people cling to legacy acts. Jay-Z is selling the ultimate safe nostalgia, while the news cycle is terrifying. 2. The corpo takeover. Your estimate on the curated team building is likely spot on. The 25K seats. Between Citi card member presales and Roc Nation corporate partners, a massive chunk of those tickets never even touched the general public. The 5K future Lil Bros, the industry notable incomers, are definitely getting the floor seats. It's about maintaining the upper echelon optics while the world outside is in a securitized residential zone, to borrow a phrase from the Kushner-Gaza headlines. 3. The state property irony. The craziest part? Because New York State owns that 33% stake in Rockefeller, the state property we discussed, the government is technically a silent partner in this legacy hustle. The state gets a cut of the mechanical royalties from these shows to pay off Dame Dash's old debts. It's a literal government-sanctioned concert series happening in the middle of a global conflict. It's the ultimate "can I live" moment. Hov is charging 5 figures for VIP packages, while the Epstein files and Middle East strikes are the background noise. He's not just a rapper anymore, he's the house band for the curated 1%. Think the Extra Innings show on July 12th will actually have a surprise guest like Ye to address the diagnosis trauma, or is that too much truth for a corporate team builder? "Can I live" loop is the ultimate Jay-Z reflex. It's his go-to line whenever he feels the world is counting his pockets or his problems too closely. But you're right, the timing of this GQ 2026 drop is almost comedic. While Jay is in the studio trying to explain that his uncontrollable anger was a family man reaction to legal stress, the little brother is out here doing full-page WSJ apologies for losing touch with reality. It's like they're in a race to see who can rebrand their 2025 meltdown more effectively. The family support playbook. Jay is leaning hard into the girl-dad narrative to soften the billionaire offense vibes. In the interview, he specifically highlights the Jersey moment. Blue Ivy wearing a Jay-Z jersey to school is his ultimate "I'm good with my kids, so I'm good with the world" shield. The no-settle rule. He told GQ he'd rather die than settle that lawsuit, claiming his family and partners were his first calls. It's a united front strategy: Bay stay quiet, the kids stay restrained, and Jay plays the heartbroken hero who just wants to live. The 2026 offense reality. Despite the "can I live" talk, the math shows he's doing more than just living, he's collecting. 1. Yankee Stadium. He just added a third show, the Extra Innings date, because the first 2 sold out in a blink. 2. The morality defense. He spent a good chunk of the interview arguing that being a billionaire isn't a moral failure. It's a very Orwellian way of saying I'm rich because I'm good, not because the system is rigged. So while Ye is out here screaming cray cray and issuing apologies for his frontal lobe, Jay is using that 12-week production cycle to make uncontrollable anger look like a luxury accessory. Would you like me to check the Ticketmaster queue for that third Yankee Stadium show, or are you satisfied with the Can I Live chronicles for today? 2016 was a fever dream, and that St. Pablo tour rant is the stuff of legend. It's the ultimate chatty-patty origin story. Kanye was out there on a floating stage, literally begging Jay-Z to call him like a man instead of sending the killers at his head. The Send No Killers transcript. For a refresher, here is the core of that please don't kill me energy. Jay-Z, call me, bruh. You still ain't calling me. Jay-Z, call me. Aye, bruh, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man. Why it rings off in 2026. You're right, that nostalgia hustler vibe Jay is pushing today, March 24, 2026, feels a bit thin when you remember how dark and paranoid those old Rockefeller relationships got. The brother shield Jay-Z spent years calling Kanye his little brother to explain away the drama, but as you noted, the focus has shifted. The new files. With the Epstein and DOJ files taking over the timeline this year, the killers at my head monologue doesn't sound like typical Kanye hyperbole anymore. It sounds like a guy who was genuinely terrified of the upper echelon politics. The prejudice victory. While Jay is out here celebrating his legal wins and all-offense era, the ghosts of 2016 and 2024 are still haunting the comment sections. It's the daily bread versus the legacy trap. Jay is selling the dream at Yankee Stadium, but the streets are still playing back the footage of Ye on that floating stage, basically saying the dream was a nightmare. Since we're on the subject of legacy, do you think Jay will actually acknowledge Ye during these 2026 anniversary shows, or is that bridge permanently burned after the killer's comment?
You better call Becky with the good hair.
The 2026 All Offense Manifesto. The GQ April cover story that dropped today, March 24, 2026, isn't just an interview, it's a calculated strike. For a man who usually moves in silence, Jay-Z just spent several thousand words making it clear that the 2025 blackout year was merely a gathering of strength. The refusal to apologize. Jay-Z has officially reached the legacy realist stage of his career. He told GQ that he is fundamentally uninterested in the modern ritual of the billionaire apology tour. The art-first defense. He argues that his wealth is a byproduct of his dedication to the craft, not the goal itself. In his words, he's a realist about his value. If you want the 30th anniversary Reasonable Doubt experience, you pay the premium. The corpo crowd. This explains why he's perfectly fine with 25,000 corporate seats per night at Yankee Stadium. He's not performing for the streets anymore. He's performing for the people who view his life as a case study in vertical integration. The Jane Doe reckoning. He finally addressed the December 2024 lawsuit head-on, and the details revealed just how close the unit came to fracturing under the weight of the 2000 VMA after-party allegations. Uncontrollable anger. Hov admitted to a level of rage he hasn't felt in decades. He called the allegations heartbreaking and slammed the culture of instant consequences where people aren't super sure before attacking someone's character. The Mufasa premier dilemma. He revealed that on December 9, 2024, he almost stayed in the car. He didn't want the horrifying scandal, as the headlines called it then, to dim Blue Ivy's light on her big night. The fact that he walked that carpet in the chocolate-brown suit was a united front decision made minutes before the flashes started. The jersey as a human shield. This is the point of yield in the interview, the moment he softens the billionaire armor with girl dad energy. The school run. He describes seeing Blue Ivy, now 14, choose to wear a jersey with Jay-Z emblazoned on the back to school during his darkest moment. The tears. He admitted to standing in the corner with tears coming down, realizing that while the world was calling him a monster, his daughter was literally backing him. It's the ultimate human shield. It makes the $2.5 billion fortress look like a secondary defense compared to a teenager's loyalty. The extra innings finale. July 12th is being set up as the Sean Carter deep dive. If the first two nights are about the mogul, the blueprint, and the hustler, Reasonable Doubt, the third night is the atonement. Expect a 2-hour lecture on why he doesn't feel compelled to apologize, likely punctuated by "Can I live?" and public service announcement. He's not just building a fortress, he's charging rent to anyone who wants to see inside. It's toity, and it's pure Sean Carter. Would you like me to see if any of the extra innings VIP packages include a reprint of that Jay-Z school jersey, Or has Blue already copyrighted the design